Satisfy my needs. Feed and love me with your pleasure. That's what I need. Cause it's a good time. It's the right time to be making love. Just you and I. So come on, babe. No funny games. Let me be the main to pleasure. You in ecstasy. Whenever you want it, babe, I'll come. There's no need to worry, no. Say my name, say my name, say my heart's on it, baby. And I'll come, we'll come together. Oh, hold me in your arms tonight. Fill my life with your pleasure, baby. We'll make sweet love to the sunrise. Let's share it in ecstasy. Hold me in your arms tonight. Fill my life with your pleasure, baby. We'll make sweet love. Alright. Let's share it in ecstasy. Touch my body, yeah, drive me wild. Love making, baby, to the highest cloud. I'm all in, floating in your seat, body rocking love. Why you loving me? I want you to take me higher, oh higher. Make me scream and holler, baby. No other love like your love. No other love, baby, like your love. Ooh. Whenever you want it, baby, I'll come. There's no need to worry, no. Say my name, say my name, say my heart's on it, baby. I'll come, we'll come together. Oh, hold me in your arms. Hold me, babe. Fill my life with your pleasure, babe. Go ahead and fill it up. We'll make sweet love to the sunrise. Yeah, baby. Let's share it in ecstasy. Let's share it in ecstasy. Hold me in your arms tonight. Fill my life with your pleasure, baby. Fill it up, fill it up. We'll make sweet love to the sunrise. Let's share it in ecstasy.
No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de maneras de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. So take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Then lay your troubles down. When you're tired of all the drama, makes me wanna holler, yeah. I know you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. 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 You're tired of stressing. You're on your shoulders. Breathe in. Let it go. You're tired of stressing. You're on your shoulders. Breathe in. Let it go. 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 Just breathe. Just breathe.
Microphone check. 1 2 1 2. What up, family? It's your girl, JustPatrice, host of Live with JustPatrice, blowradio.com. You are officially tuned in. Glad to have you joining the conversation. It's Monday, y'all. Welcome to Monday. Glad to have y'all here hanging out with your girl. Don't forget, we got a couple T's to cross, some I's to dot. Make sure you share the video, of course. If you are watching live on social media, then of course I'm going to encourage you to share the video as frequently as possible. Invite all your friends because there's always some good conversation, and the whole point is to invite them all so we can all, chop it up. Perspective matters. Make sure that you are listening to the radio station live on blowradio.com. If you have not done that or tried that, that's okay. It's okay. Just go jump right on to the actual radio station and check out the actual radio station. Totally pioneering internet radio. Shout out to Homer Blow for being such an icon in this industry, and I'm glad to be a part of the team all day, every day. I want to make sure that you guys are tuned in because you could be anywhere else but 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why would you be anywhere else but hanging out here with me, right? Or, listen to Blow Radio because I'm not on all the time, but when I am though, let's have a good time, right? So I want to have a good time. I want to have some good conversation with you. Mondays is always about setting the mood, jumpstarting your week to be whatever it is you need it to be in all manners of success. And I hope to happily be a part of that transition for you and your loved ones as we are pushing the week on and getting everything ready, like cracking our knuckles, getting our shoulders and popped off. I mean, it's like 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, so I'm assuming that your day though,
your day should already be like well underway. And sometimes you need a little bit of nudge. If your day is just, taking a slow drag, getting used to or back used to, actually being around people, getting back used to the kids being gone to school, getting back used to, just the way of life that we knew it, or as close to that as possible. I want to take a quick but very important moment to shout out Mr. Hannibal Bell, recently of Arizona, in the Phoenix area in Arizona, definitely Milltown, beloved brother who unfortunately lost his life this past week. And I was told that it was COVID related, as I do not have any specific details. The cause is not really the reason I'm making the announcement, but Hannibal was a dear friend of mine. And when I was just there, not this past visit, but the visit in February, I got a chance to chop it up with him. And it was just really good to see him. And you never really know um, when it's going to be your last time seeing somebody. So make sure you love on them. Make sure that when you depart, even if it's an anger or frustration, whatever, that you squash that quickly, because life is so short. And there's no timestamps on people's stuff that tell you, hey, you got until the 16th at 3 o'clock to make it right. Let's not wait on those last minute opportunities or last minute moments to be forced to show love, to be forced to show gratitude, to be forced into a space of complicated mourning. Love on your people. I know it seemed weird. Like, well, I try all the time. Like, I love you, and I compliment my people. I try to support what they're doing, and I offer encouraging words. I send weird prank joke type, just anything to try to create some type of connection, so that there is an honest expression of my gratitude, the honor, and between our relationship. Like, those things are like top notch to me. And especially at this stage in my life. And I'm not about all the arguing. I want to be back and forth with you because I value each one of these moments. And the last thing I need or want for me and or for someone that I care about is to have a burden of that, of that magnitude, that something should transpire, or someone will transition to the next phase of their journey or leave this life, and there's hostility, there's anger, and or you have that, or they had that, and there was no amends, and there was no goodness or wellness or love between us. And I'm not saying you got to be buddy friends with everybody, but make sure you love on those that you want to know that you love them, because we just never know. Yeah, that part. So may he rest in peace. I hear that his wife is currently still battling health issues. So send some good energy, some good vibes, lots of prayers and love to their family. It's always something happening in the city, and I don't want to do an on all hands on deck count of mourning. As Mondays is about celebrating the moments that we do have, and not just honoring the passing. So for those of you who are still enduring loss, be it for COVID, regular illness, cancer, heart disease, and the list of all of the accidents and the things and the carelessness and the all the things, y'all. Peace be unto you. and may you be blessed in your journey to deal with your morning, and that it not be long, and that you find quickly the opportunity to celebrate the life of your lost loved one. Facebook said, "Hey, sister." Facebook user, "Hey, Facebook user." Tamira, Patrice, "Hey, girl." Hey, hey. Tina Renee, sorry for your loss. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. Lawrence, Andrew, look away. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. Let me just do this real quick. First of all, I officially belong to the Ratchet Luxury crew. I'm so excited to have received my bag from Mr. Lawrence Andrew himself. Notice I'm touching it the way that I am, because if you know me, you know I like to touch stuff and I like textures. And baby, the weight of this bag, the weight of the material on this bag is phenomenal. And we all know that I am not the girliest of the girliest when it comes to, you know, the labels that come along with how you supposed to take care of stuff. I suck. I ain't gonna lie. However, this bag looks like it's gonna ride with me through the fire. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this bag is gonna be able to take me to the Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. You feel me? I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love everything about it. And especially the fact that I don't think I have ever owned any of anything directly hand stitched from Asia Minor or from Lawrence Andrew, and I'm ecstatic that I get one. I was like, he said he was only making a couple. I was like, please let me have one. Please let me have one. Dude, the weight on this is fire. Thank you. And thank you for responding so quickly and so professionally and for getting me together, because you know I'll be forgetful sometimes. So, but thank you. I love it. And the color is everything too. So I'm just very happy about the bag. It's like big enough, like I don't gotta carry my book bag, because y'all know that's what I would probably be carrying. So I need a big old stupid like something to put my things in. And this is it. So thank you. And thank you for your creativity and for shit making it available, because baby, I got me a bag. Whew. Yes, yes, I do. I'm going to enjoy it until anyway. I'm going to enjoy it. Shout out to Lisa Mueller. Hey, Lisa. Hey guys. I'm always glad to have y'all join the conversation. Always glad to have y'all check in. And again, to remind you to share the video. That is so important. I'm saying that because, you know, why not? Before we get into like today's show, like into today's show, you know, I like to show a little love, send a shout out. Right now I'm rocking, of course, the latest Cheesehead plastic. Nigga, look at that. I didn't even see you jump. Look at that time. Look at that time. You came right on. Right. The latest classic Cheesehead. Look at this. Dude, I'm like, I looked at my wardrobe and was like, okay. Even though it's literally all my hoodies, all my jerseys, stuff is either classic, Adidas, I'm an entrepreneur. And or I think I have a nah, it ain't your day. Or a JustPatrice. Like those are the brand names in my closet. You follow what I'm saying? Like that's so dope. And I was just looking at my clothes. I'm like, I don't have any new classic. Okay, I know you've been in school. I know you've been in Maribi busting out these new styles. Like here y'all go, bam, bam, bam. And I can't never get there. And I happen to be able to be available to get my new classic. Look at my seed. Look at my seed. Look at that. Look at that. Y'all know I love texture and I love the way that feel on here. Bam. I'm just saying. It's banging. Here we go. I'm just saying, I gotta do what I do, and I love representing like all the brands. So I got me a Lawrence Andrew bag. I got me a classic hoodie on, and like to jump off the show. I mean, really, really jump off the show. I'm a music head, especially when it comes to music from the mill. Okay. Now I don't want to say local music or local artist or local brands, or because I mean they based here, but people don't say that what's his name? Whoever, Dior or MK, they not local. You got what I'm saying? They just because the people in that where they from wear it. You follow what I'm saying? So these boss brands, you know what I'm saying, is the same way I feel about this dope music. And I was like privy to get some sneak previews of some really dope music from another artist who is actually a Grammy Award winning producer. Now call that local Milwaukee. Grammy Award winning producer. But I'm not gonna go into details about it. He dropped these tracks on us real quick and was like, check this out. I was losing my mind. And next week, Wednesday, he's gonna actually do a sit down with Homer Blow. And they're gonna go through the album, talk about the album, go over the album. But it's a couple of tracks on the album. I'm not gonna do too much details on your heads real quick. And I'm actually gonna play the video, okay? Because he could play the video. I love that. Right. So I'm gonna drop this track for y'all real quick. It is called Never Ever by Track Sanders. Okay. My goodness. It's like he got a couple. I'm like, what do I play? What do I play? But I get to play this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna make sure that I'm sharing my video and that y'all getting the full effect of what's happening. So if you've not heard any of his music, your fault, fam. If you had, like, when I say Grammy, I didn't say Grammy Award winning producer, right? Right. Okay. Sleeping right here, hanging out, doing some of the dopest things with all the flyest people. And I love how he's taken his brand and his sound and sharing it with the world. Like, you love it. I know you do. And I'm absolutely glad to be able to share it with my listeners. And don't forget to log on next week, Wednesday. That's September 22nd. He's going to be sitting down with Homer, going through and I say all of the tracks from the album, talking about, the details behind it, the making of, the goodness of, the why, this is the what, full on listening. And I was pleasantly surprised. But when he dropped the video links, like, oh, I had this real quick. I was like, what? I get to listen and I have to share. So I want to remind y'all to share this video so y'all can check it out and invite y'all to enjoy, what I'm saying, supporting brands that are not just about, the people who have already in that peak. When you climb in a ladder, that's when it's most important to show your support. And this brother's so far up the top, y'all missing it. Don't y'all let this go down and y'all miss it. Again, this is Never Ever by Track Sanders. Let's hope it's playing for you guys. Oh, look, the string is there. That's good. Here we go. Here we go.
I need you to pick this girl up, take her where she need to go. Nothing else. And fat boy, keep your hands off the motherfucking property.
Damn, that hurt. Bad. Ooh. Bet you never been really, yeah. Ooh. Bet you never had your neighbor kiss, girl. I'ma show you how I get when a nigga full of that dick, girl. All night long, I know it's And you might have had that, but you never had this. Might have been touched, but never like this. Might have been kissed, never like this. Never felt like this. Oh no, like this. Oh yeah, girl. I wanna hear what you sound like when you screaming my name. We never had dick like this that'll make you go crazy. You ain't never ever had it like this. Never ever had it like this. Girl, I treat your body so nice, like you ain't had it so long. Baby, you can leave the lights on. I'm cold when I fuck you with this ice on. Yeah, like that. I have your body shaking like an earthquake. I be feeding for the cake, girl, it's my birthday. I'ma swim in that pussy, girl, all night. I know the spots that turn you on. Get it poppin' like that LMA song, yeah. Yeah, you might have had that, but you never had this. Might have been touched, but never like this. Might have been kissed, never ever been felt like this. Never ever like this. Oh, yeah. Wanna hear what you sound like when you screaming my name. You ain't never had a dick like this that'll make you go crazy. You ain't never ever had it like this. Never ever had it like this.
Let me show you what I can do.
Like it when I'm playing it. You never had it like this.
I don't know, you really in the fat boy. Listen, I can change your life.
You never had it like this.
You ain't never had it like this. Look what I can do. Listen.
You like what I feel on that booty. Like what I feel on that booty. Private, great things like it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yo, I'ma just tell you. Listen, Never Ever by Track Sanders. Listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. If you missed the video, you're gonna just jump on the YouTube and look him up. Never, Neva, ever, EVA by Tracks. That's TRAXX Sanders. Woo, that's fire. That's fire. It's so sexy. Like, and y'all know that's the whole win for me. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, that is the absolute whole win for me. I was like, look it. Okay, so I know he gonna have some edge because you know you can't be from Milwaukee if you ain't got no edge. You follow what I'm saying? But dude, he just, yep, he did that. He did that. And shout out to the whole album, all the tracks that we checked out. It's just bananas. Make sure y'all tune in on Wednesday, the 22nd, 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on blowradio.com, and check out the interview. It's gonna be a fool, kind of like that video just was. I'm gonna have to play something else before I completely let y'all go, but just so y'all know, yeah, that album, I think it's called Schizo. Yeah, bananas. Bananas. Woo! So shout out to all the entrepreneurs, whether it's in the industry or the creatives, all the people who are putting that elbow grease to work. You get what I'm saying? For those of you who have been on deck and actually maximize the benefit of the time that we had off and used it to dust off the old goodies, whether it's a creative vibe that you had, whether it is an idea that you needed to get launched, all the details for that. Hope you properly took advantage of and or are maximizing those PPP loans and grants and all the things that you actually are going to need to be successful in your businesses, and just taking that to the next level. I hope that you have taken this time to find your it thing, and I wish you the best at manifesting it into greatness. Whew, boy, I want to run that back tracks. Oh, it was yeah, yeah. I'm a go and say what I said, or what I said about, or what I'm saying. Listen, yes. Anywho, so welcome to Monday, y'all. Y'all know how we get down, and it's all about creating a good vibe and jumpstarting the week just the way y'all need it. I wanted to make sure we crossed a couple of T's, dot some I's before we get started, before we get into really understanding what today's topic is. And I want to talk about a couple things chopped up a little bit. I do have a special guest that's supposed to be sliding through shortly, so hopefully he'll make it before we have to wrap up today. But I want to talk about dream building. So we talked about we got Ratchet Luxury in the building, the classic shop, original classic shop in the building. And then there is, of course, musician, producer, entrepreneur, mass man, Track Sanders, Fat Boy in the building. All these dope people doing their thing. How much of that have you thought about when it comes to you? Like, what's your thing? And when I say what your thing is, let me be very clear about something here before we go any further. I know a lot of people always make a real big to do about entrepreneurship. You know, entrepreneurship is my thing. Like, I love it. I love people who have the gumption to, have an idea and then ride it till the wheels fall off. You follow what I'm saying? However, that is not to displace those who are committed to being a part of the manufacturing system, to being part of the workforce. We need those people to help facilitate those next level dreams. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you are a hard worker, you're dedicated, you have the ability to see a vision and help it to manifest. If you're timely, if you are the greatest support system in the world, you don't have to be an entrepreneur to be celebrated. You follow what I'm saying? I spent years, and I mean a lot of years, as an administrative assistant, as an executive assistant, helping other people push and bring their dreams to fruition. And I don't feel any kind of way bad about doing any of that. And I want you to know, if you've been on your job 20 years, that is a feat to celebrate in itself. If you've been working in the same industry and climbing the ladder for all these years, my sister is in banking, like in it, like, baby. Like this, like, and you know what I'm saying? And I watched her climb that ladder. And my brother is into building and think, oh, I hate stuff like that. Insects. Okay, I think it's a gnat that just tried to attack me. Okay, my brother is into engineering and building and telecommunications, just so sometimes it starts off that and it just because you don't have a dream to do for yourself. If your dream and your building is to help other people, then do that till the wheels fall off. And we need that. You know what I'm saying? Someone to help build the team, somebody to make the team. If everybody is the chief, who's going to help execute the chief's vision? I'm not trying to be funny. Like, some chiefs don't have the ability to execute their vision. They just got the vision. Some people are only visionaries. Some people are only idealists. And you may be the person that can take that and lay it out, you know what I'm saying, like a blueprint, and then be like, we're going to do this. We're going to take care of it. Be that. Be all of that, and walk in that with just as much pride as somebody is starting their own business or kicking their own stuff up. Because the truth of the matter is, entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Everybody ain't supposed to be the one to have the weight on their shoulders, walk head first into the fire. That ain't for everybody. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody got to have the back. That's not a bad thing. We talk about knowing your role all the time. What is your part in this in this ladder of success? It may not be what you think, but whatever it is, be that. You get what I'm saying? Be that. But let's talk about what that is. And even in your careers, you know what I'm saying? I know people who are and that do hair and only want to do a certain kind of hair. And the other people like, well, you should be doing this and you should expand. Don't force your dreams on nobody else, man. Expand the way. Walk in your vision, but walk in yours. You know what I'm saying? And give people the room to be and grow and love and act and engage for themselves. Talk about dream building. You know what I'm saying? And I posted a quote the other day, and it says, "Build your dreams, or someone will hire you to help them build theirs." Okay. So for the entrepreneur spirit, for the initial go-getter, the visionary, of course they like, oh, I gotta put it together. But it's somebody that's saying, hire me to help make that happen. You know what I'm saying? Somebody right now is saying, you know what, I want to be the person to help all of y'all build y'all dreams. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you know what I'm saying? All of y'all build y'all dreams and make things you know what I'm saying? I want to help with that. Find those people. Okay? Don't be don't make the mistake of having other visionaries and other catalysts, you know what I'm saying? People to start to don't try to have them help you build your dream, because they all they can think about is theirs. You get what I'm saying? And eventually, until you find the right mix of, let's be the visionary, let's be the hands, let's be the groundwork, let's be the footwork, let's carry the shoulders, let's do, until you can find your right Voltron, fam, don't purchase all heads. And I know that sounded extra and really weird, but you understand what I'm saying? You need everything. Leg, arm. You understand? You need everything to make this whole complete unit. If you only have heads, you're not going to get very far. You're not going to get very far. But I want to talk about planning, and I want to talk about seeing a vision, and I want to talk about not holding your breath to make the move happen. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait. Like sitting around just twiddling your thumbs and putting your fingers and be like, somebody's going to make it happen for me. You have to be willing to do the work, though. Be willing to put things into perspective. Be willing to make some phone calls. You know what I mean? Instead of just sitting around saying, well, it's time for somebody to take care of me. Nobody's obligated to do anything but be the nationality that they were born, because you can't really change your race. You know what I'm saying? Even though you can change the color of your skin, you still can't change. Like, and then you can't stop the fact that you're going to die. Like, everything else is optional. Literally, everything else is optional. Hair color, complexion, shape, size, sex, all of those things are optional. You get what I'm saying? So also assisting you is optional. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing, though. Find people who want to do that. Work within that perspective, and then make it make sense for you. You think? Let me see. Somebody's inboxing me right now about CBD, but I'm glad that you think I'm a resource. I'm glad that I know enough to be able to say, okay, you can, or okay, you shouldn't. Know what you know. I made a know what you know. Um, building dreams, building dreams, building dreams. Take your time to plan your stuff. Okay. I am, and one of my best clients will tell you, I am an absolute believer in, you don't have to be great to get started. But in order to be great, you have to get started. Okay? You don't have to be like on deck, like the best of the best to do it. But you got to start somewhere. And in order to get to that somewhere, what does that look like? How do you get there? How do you make it make sense? You got to start. You got to have a plan. You got to have do some research. Don't um start a business selling water in a neighborhood that they have 10 other people selling water, unless your water is special, because you have to find a way to stand out. Understand, you have an idea, you have a great idea, and not just an idea that makes sense to you, but think about it. Do your consumers need that idea? Who's going to buy it? You got an idea, everybody need it. Everybody better be more than just your cousins now. Okay, think about it on a grander scale. Like, take a minute, and I know Milwaukee is a small town city with, it was a small, what I said, small town mentality with big city blood. You follow what I'm saying? Like, it's here. The idea to be like this thriving metropolitan and hold on to its cornstalk roots is like a whole thing. So when we start talking about expansion and growth, think about what it looks like beyond your 6 blocks, beyond your immediate family, beyond your 12, 13 closest friends. You know what I mean? Can you sell across the bridge? Can you sell up the road? You know what I'm saying? Crossing into Waukesha, Hell's Corner. Who needs your product? If only the people in your neighborhood need your product, then be a great neighborhood resource. Put the plan into effect so that part of your business, or so that part of your vision, your dream makes sense. Put that into play. You follow what I'm saying? So let's be realistic at this stage in the game, and I'm hopeful that based on my demographic of listenership, we all about, not kids. As far as age go, what are we doing about making plans for this next level type stuff? I know some friends of mine who are into investing, some friends who are into real estate, trucking, all kinds of things that scream longevity. You know what I'm saying? Scream the possibility of some next level type stuff. However, what does that look like when you are, let me put this all together. Y'all are crazy. Um, y'all know how this go. I'll be talking to y'all, and then I get whatever notification, and so I try to stay on top of that as well. That's what I'm talking about. But think about where's going to work at. Who needs it? Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time. If it's an idea and you really can see it in a place, what's up, King? How you doing, Ty? And you really can see it as a benefit, and you like are passionate about it, follow it through, write it down, take little notes. You understand? Do some cross comparison. Well, if I do this, I'll do that. If you're coming up with, let's just say, a t-shirt line, because everybody want to do t-shirt lines. I'm a huge fan of the text tee. Huge fan. Not just the classic brand. I'm talking about the text tee. Like, won't he do it? Willie, won't he? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Do whatever the text is. I feel like those are conversation pieces and some of the best marketing materials ever, to have a billboard, just walking billboards of your brand, your slogan, your saying, like, okay, under my classic hoodie, I got a t-shirt on that says healer, because that's what it is. And every time you see it, I want you to see me, kind of like when you see a firefighter. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. A fire. You know what I'm saying? When you see him in his overalls in that navy blue or red shirt and them the big boots things. You know he going to handle business. That's so sexy. I love him in a uniform. I love a man in uniform. But what I'm saying is when you see it happening, you know what I'm saying? Or when you see somebody, a mechanic, he got on his overalls or his whatever his fit or whatever, and them hands is nice and greasy. You already know what he doing. You know what he do. You know what I'm saying? All my friends that are chefs, put that coat on. Listen, put that jacket on that's got your accolades on it, whether it's if you're Kimberly Sweets, you got the Young Food Network on your jacket. You gonna put the Food Network on your jacket. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Top shelf on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a stamp of approval on you or if you're a licensed massage therapist and when you say your name, you have to write it out and put the comma and the LMT on the backside. You follow what I'm saying? Those types of things come into play. And you're like, this is what this person does. Think about that in regards to your dream. Think about that in regards to the product or the idea that you want to do. And then honestly, take the time to figure out how to execute. Because I say this, I've been saying it since I've been on air for more than 10 years now. The last thing people who start businesses consider is marketing. That makes me so sad every time. I'm like, you got this great idea, you have this great vision, you have this great opportunity, and you ain't tell nobody. Like, how do you think that they're coming to get it? They just supposed to know. Please don't start your business with the they just supposed to know mentality. Please don't start your plan, your growth, your grind with everybody just to figure it out mentality. You got to have a plan to tell them. You have to have a plan for exposure. You have to. Like, you got to, fam. You know what I'm saying? In the very beginning, y'all know, for those that I use these people all the time. McDonald's didn't always say billions served. You know what I'm saying? It didn't always say billions served. That little sign started off somewhere and then it went up. Like, we watched it grow. 10,000, 100,000 served, 10,000 served. Remember, 1 million served. That was a whole big celebration that happened. Like, they used those ideas. And how did we know about this? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder. Y'all know the songs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the songs and all the things that come along with McDonald's. That was like some of the most infamous. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. No matter where you are, and if you are around in this generation and during these times, so that was part of their promotions, baby, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And in 5 years, let you be 10 years all in the right mind and have all your wits and your senses about yourself. If somebody walk past you and say, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, guess what you gonna do? I'm loving it. Because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. Think about these things when it comes to your brand, your business. You know what I'm saying? If you need marketing materials, call Crystal. You follow what I'm saying? They own Control Plus C at the Sherman Phoenix. They will print it for you. If you're not sure where to get the designs from, call Crystal. You know what I'm saying? And they will help you with marketing. With the branding products and some design. And if you don't know them and they don't have it, they can do some referrals or ask your people. I know somebody told you move in silence. People gonna steal your ideas. Somebody will steal your vision. If you tell everybody what you doing, somebody gonna take it. That's why people sign non-disclosure agreements, NDAs. Very popular in the business industry because now you can talk to somebody about your dream, talk to somebody about your vision. You know what I'm saying? Confidentiality agreements. You know what I'm saying? Confidentiality is an agreement to be confidential. Y'all be so scared to go to court. I'm suing your ass if I think you took my stuff. Straight up, like it's like absolutely seriously. I'm not discussing any of my plans, my bases, none of the root of all the things that I'm doing. If I gave you my entire plan, if I gave you all the things that you need to be successful, was it mine? Or did I birth that to give it to you? What was I just the vessel used to transition it for you? Because clearly it wasn't for me to have. If I gave you all the nooks and crannies and for you to move on it, I got to believe in my heart of hearts is that was put in my heart just to give it to you, and you can go and have it. You can go and have it, especially. You know what I'm saying? And I go back to all these ideas and I had to say this 1,000 times. Everybody cooks. That's how y'all eat. Everybody don't know. You don't always go to somebody that cooked to make something, or all your friends ain't chefs. Y'all ain't everybody ain't got friends like chefs. That's me. Everybody don't have friends that cook all the day, all the time. That's what they do. So sometimes you gotta cook. You gotta feed your family. You have to feed yourself. You know what I mean? And if you think about it, how many cooking groups do you belong to? How many organizations do you connect with that talk about food? Whether it's Thai restaurants, when you drive around the city, how many restaurants do you see? Mom and pop restaurants, major chain restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And even more simple than that. And I use this particular product because it's so many. Bread. It's a whole aisle. It's a whole aisle in this grocery store for bread. All kinds of bread. Flat bread, square bread, muffins, wheat bread, white bread, whole grains, um, sourdough, French. Like it's so many different kinds of bread, and in each one of them is still more than one person that make it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's only one person in this store, because this store said, you know what, this the brand I'm carrying. If you go to another store, they carry something else so frequently that even the grocery store owners have opted into making their entire own line of groceries. Kroger, y'all know Roundies. You understand what I'm saying? You said I open up a door when I speak about what? Ty. Let me know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many different kinds, but it's okay. I promise you, it is absolutely okay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think, how many people make vodka? It's not only one vodka. They got a top shelf. They got just a standard run of the mill. They got the awful grainy, high grain, burn your soul out vodka. And then you go then they got, is this water or vodkas? You understand what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on where you are, who you make. You know what I'm saying? If all those details can matter. Like it's some people who will only eat Wonder Bread. Let me just pause on that. The statement, nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee. Who is Sarah? And why is her bread so much better than everybody else? Pizza chains. It's so many major pizza chains that some of us even miss out on the smaller mom and pop ones or the local ones that's been around forever. You talking about community growth. Look, what about taco trucks? Barbecue trucks, barbecue. I can just keep going on and on and on and on and on. Understanding who needs what when you talk about food and money in life. Okay, I got you, Ty. You can always call in if you want to. Let me drop the number here so you can um, put that here. Of course, I encourage y'all to call in. We got an early wrap up on today, but I want to make sure that y'all have an opportunity to express yourselves. Area code 414-885-4739. It's area code 414-885-4739. I definitely want to hear from you. I want to know what your take is on understanding the plan to build your dreams. Like, you out here, you want to, oh, I want to be such and such, whatever. Like when we were little, some of us had ideas of being stars or being famous or being quote unquote rich and famous. You know what I mean? And these days you can be famous as a fool and be broke. The internet will make you popular quick in a mug. Not always in the best ways, but it'll definitely do it for you. You feel what I'm saying? Definitely, definitely. Hold on 1 second. Mm-hmm. Mm. Sorry, my throat got a little dry. But what I'm saying is though, it's not a terrible thing to take the time to plan. Like just a simple plan. Nobody look, back in the day, the business plan, everybody hated. Anybody thought they wanted to do business. Oh, I gotta make a business plan. Because it was the long, tedious part. It's the part that makes you think about every aspect of your business. And the truth of the matter is, and though it's morphed and grown in some areas and tweaked based on the times, the structure is still the same. You need to have the name of a business. You need to have a product and or a service. You need to figure out what it's going to cost, and you need to have somebody to buy it. Whatever it is. You follow what I'm saying? Like, and then the other details come along. Where do you get insurance? Where do you market? How do you put these things into place? Like all of that. It was talking about just building a dream, man. All I want to do is make so that people can have my good ice cream. This is why I say that entrepreneurship may not be for everybody. So you find people to help you put those things together. You find people to execute in those other spaces because it may not be. You give it may not be, and that's not a terrible thing. And I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after when we're going to talk about specifically entrepreneurship in the Black community. Specifically entrepreneurship in the Black community. I was having a conversation with someone about the name of my business, and which not JPA Elevated. I know JPA Elevated is not necessarily a corporate brand name, but it is. However, we'll talk about that later. However, I was talking with someone and they didn't like the name of my massage business. And we were discussing how and why he felt the way that he felt. And I get that. And we talked about perspective. So everybody has an idea on your name and your vision and your dream. Again, with the don't tell everybody your stuff. You can tell them, just make them all sign confidentiality agreements and then for sure follow up with a suit. If that is violated, like we have to learn how to draw lines. It's okay to draw lines with friends and family. We talk about setting boundaries, healthy, happy spaces of medians that make sense for your success. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, the same thing as financially. You got to draw the line somewhere, D. Why not? Why not? Well, you don't trust me. This is not about trust. This is a professionalism. We are talking about the livelihood of my future. What does that look like? And who am I trusting it with? Oh, I'm not going to steal your idea. I wouldn't do that. Okay. Then you don't mind stealing this paper, signing this paper. You don't mind having the conversations about this business if and you let me cross my T's and dot my I's since you got my back so hard. I mean, yeah, but with everybody else. Who said that? Somebody said that on social media recently. I meant for you to do that, just not with me. Why not with you? You should want to do it first because of all the people that I could trust. I'm supposed to be able to trust you more than the trusting of the trusted of the trust, right? So then you should be willing to sign the document first. Nah. Yeah. Of all the people that's supposed to have your back and support you there, you know it's going to be me. Then I expect you to be first. First in support, first in the idea, first in don't get me wrong. Let me just take this small note and get this to y'all real quick. Your family member, friend, current coworker before you become an entrepreneur all on your own, they don't gotta buy all the ones of your stuff. You don't get to spend other people's money like that and then be mad because they didn't. Do you want them to support you? Yes. Do you want them to show that they believe in your vision? Yes. Do you want them to bust their ass and go broke doing it? No, that don't even make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. Support, share, encourage. It's all kinds of ways to get that done. It's all kinds of ways to get it done. The question is, what and or how are you planning to do that? You follow what I'm saying? What and or how? Just breathe through it for a minute. Oh, I got this idea and I'm gonna knock it out and it's gonna be famous and I'm gonna do it. Okay. I appreciate that zeal. Have it. Walk in it. Celebrate in every aspect of how amazing this moment and opportunity is about to be for you. But make the plans to be successful. Do the research to be successful. Cross-reference. I'm gonna tell you right now, what you don't never want to do is start trying to register your business for DFI. That's Department of Finance. You know what I'm saying? In the state of Wisconsin or in any other state, and then you send it off, and you can't use that name, and you just wasted your money. You're gonna be mad as hell. You're gonna be mad. You're gonna be mad that you have wasted your money trying to get a license for a name that you can't even use because it belongs to somebody else. You have to be very specific and very particular about this space, Richard. Yes. So I've been waiting, y'all, for my special guest to come, and he has arrived. So what I'm going to real quick do is I don't know, bust y'all down another track, Sanders track, while I agree him properly. I'm so ecstatic right now. I don't even know what to do with myself. I'm so geeked right now. We're gonna chop it up a little bit. I got about an hour to spend some time talking to him. Let me see. He played. Let me see. Backwards. Okay, so the next track that I'm going to play right now is also by Track Sanders, but it's also featuring Alicia Miller and IZK. Okay, and the track is called Backwards, also off this album. Oh my God. I'm going to tell y'all right now. You need to go and get you a Track Sanders joint. Just go in, download him. Let me pause this up real quick so I can get y'all together and load this up, and I want y'all to be able to see it. So I'm gonna put it here for y'all to have the nice and share on your own. Oh my God, yeah, I'm so excited to see you. So I'll be with y'all in like 2 seconds. I'm gonna bust this down. I'm gonna greet my friend from 1,000 years now, because it's been about that long, and I'm going to hope that you enjoy this new joint called Backwards by Track Sanders featuring Alicia Miller and IZK. BlowRadio.com. It's your girl, JustPatrice. Sit tight.
You need one of these to kill anybody in this academy. We are not savages. We're professionals.
Quick question. Which one of y'all know who Biscuit Johnson is? Nobody? Fuck it then, I'm just gonna grab me a gold card real quick.
and you wasn't even trying. So what are your plans for us? Or are we playing this thing by ear? Yeah, yeah. I wanna now let me know what this really is. Yeah, yeah. Can't play with these cards that you're dealing. Yeah, got me all in my feelings. Showing me where your heart really is. And it's not here.
Treat me, baby. You've been taking my kindness for weakness, baby, and I don't understand. Oh no, no, no. You see that I'm everything you own, and everything you need, and why can't you be my man? Make it official, baby.
Can't play with these cards that you're dealing. Yeah, got me all in my feelings.
Showing me where your heart really is. And it's not
Baby, why you being rude? Supposed to be a man, why I'm catching on the two? It's supposed to be Beyonce and Jay. Relationship goes, but you still at the club late, twerking like the hoes, and I'm confused. You say you want a fam, right? You shouldn't you the fam type? You're trying to have a house in the hills with a million kids out there, but I get a new chick before I ever go back.
This is not a place for the weak. This is not a place for emotion. This is a place for bodyguard, contract, skilled, professional, killer.
I'ma just say, dude. What she say? If we ain't moving forward, it's backwards. Then, if this, you understand what the lady just said? I'm just trying to explain to y'all. Shout out to my homegirl Alicia Miller, Track Sanders. That beat was a fool. Again, blowradio.com. It's your girl JustPatrice, and we are still live. I'm sure that y'all had an opportunity to enjoy that as I have. I'm gonna jump right back here and stop this screen sharing so I can get back to y'all. I know, Martinez, did you see that? Phenomenal, right? I'm gonna move this so I can bust down some old school engagement real quickly. I am joined in the studio right now by a really, really like I was little. And I can say little because that's young than a mug. When we had first moved back to Milwaukee, our family was still here, but their family and our family were extremely close. And over the summers, the back and forth and just reconnecting, like closest to blood we got. That's not. You follow what I'm saying? Mr. Ricky Kungelman introduced me to the poetry scene, and we're gonna talk about that, baby. Raspberry, what's good? What you love?
What's going on, sweetheart? Glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Ah,
Appreciate
glad
it.
that you could be here. I haven't seen you, like, physically laid eyes on you in
It's been about 15 years.
about 15 years. I was gonna stare again real quick because that's weird, right?
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah.
Dude, but we grew up together, like, literally, you get what I'm saying? And having this type of engage, you got room over there, you good? Them super long legs. I know you guys sitting up in this little video space. My legs are little, okay? Yeah, make sure you keep the mic close enough so they can
Okay.
it's gotta they gotta be able to hear you. And I got this on so I can make sure they can hear you.
Okay.
So look, the last time we talked, like right before you got like really like spreading your wings and things like that, like you moved to Florida
Yes.
of all places.
Yes. Well, it wasn't just me just moving. I got a full scholarship to move there.
What kind of scholarship you say?
Music. Study music.
I know.
Yeah. And it was a culture shock, you know, to move out
Okay.
there and you know, especially from coming from Wisconsin or Milwaukee, you know, the atmosphere here was totally different in Miami. You
Okay.
know, the beaches, the beautiful women, and the culture there was
Yeah.
totally different. So I definitely fell in love with it. And
okay.
you know, that's why I haven't really been.
Do you I'm just saying, do you feel like you like, because I'm just saying, like from what I know of you
Yeah.
and clearly it's like you just walked right into, oh, I'm his home now. I'm home now.
You know, I've always been kind of a different type of character.
Okay.
Even here, when I was living here with the music and the poetry scene and all of that. So, in Florida, it was like like I walked right into home. You know, basically. You know,
Okay.
the culture was there, the lifestyle was there. I'm a conga player, so you know, Cuba and Dominican Republic, you know, all of those Jamaica and all those places are right there. So it was a big influence on percussion there.
Mhm.
So, you know, it was like, and then I jumped right into it. You know, I've joined bands, and I was like 5 different bands there. And
Tell me you just loved it.
Yeah, so,
And I know they loved you.
Yeah. You know, they love my style. They like how I was representing with the congas and me being not a Caribbean person, but an American with that flavor.
Yeah.
Like, and then how I dressed and how I looked, they thought I was Caribbean. You know, unfortunately.
Are you sure? I don't know, because I think we've been talking about this accent that you've been having all of our lives.
That was why I was faking.
That was your faking. I don't know. At this structure and juncture in life, Rick, I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah.
You got an accent that nobody else had.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You sure?
Yeah, man. I've always, you know, talked like this, and
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just how I am.
Okay. But I love it. Like it's just a natural love. So let's talk about so Rick introduced me to the Milwaukee poetry scene.
Yes.
Okay. Like I had, she said, Martina said, turn your mic up a little bit. So he just wants you to bring it closer. You just gotta bring it closer.
Okay, no doubt.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, very clearly. I got
you.
you.
Hear me now?
Yes.
All right, let's do this.
So Rick introduced me to the poetry scene in Milwaukee. And he was like, Noonie, you right. If y'all call me Noonie, it's gonna be a fight. I just realized that. Real quick. That's fine. That's different. You can call me this. Don't try it. If I'm out in the streets, don't do it. It's not gonna go well. Okay. All right. So he was like, Noonie, you right though. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I was like, no. He was like, no. Okay, you write one poem, okay?
Yes.
And then let's just see. And I was like, no. And he was like, yes. And I was, listen, look.
Yeah.
I know your ass wasn't talking to me then. So why the hell are you talking to me now? Was the first poem that I wrote, right?
It was fire. So you see what she had now, y'all. That means she had it in there all along. She just didn't know I
had no idea. You know what I'm saying? Like I never thought it would be in radio, and I talked about this, but I just celebrated. Like this is my 10 years.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like in this, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love entertainment, and I love still being able to be connected to this way. You get what I'm saying? And you know, I'm into my, my butt in traveling season, so I love to come and see you perform.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, but does it still feel the same when you?
You know, it's back when doing it in Florida because the influence is so big there.
Yeah.
You know, here I was almost like the only percussionist.
Okay.
It seemed like, I mean, they had other percussionists, but with my style and my flavor, it's like I was the only one that was able to capture back then, that Caribbean flavor
Right.
with blues or with church sounds or with jazz and R&B. I can infuse my percussion with anything.
Right, because you have such a soul that
Yeah.
connects to these places.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And doing it there, it's like, it's a melting pot. Everybody's playing percussion.
Okay.
But I'm the only black percussionist.
Okay.
American. Majority of them are all Caribbean guys.
Right. So what I'm saying is, even in that environment, you cannot tell me that you did not go over there and be like, "Oh, but Rick the Ruler is in the building." I know this what you do, sir. But let's not sleep on what I got going on around here.
I had to build that repertoire up.
But
I had to let them see who I
did
was.
You?
Well, yeah, of course I did.
Did you?
Man, they call me Double R. Double R is my name.
You know, they don't just give nicknames to random people.
Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo
or Double R.
Rick Raspberry. Look at that. Oh, is that right? Dude, I'm so proud of just, we've come through like life together.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And to see you in this space. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm this close to you.
Yeah.
And I've been like really heavy into meditation, and so I just recently got licensed to be a massage therapist. So I just been focusing on how to but all that to say is, from your energy is flaming hot.
Yes.
I love that.
Thank
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just from what I know to what I know, it feels so good, and I appreciate that. And I don't know if it's just a love exchange that we're having, but it's really nice.
Thank you.
It's really nice, Rick.
Thank you. Appreciate that. I try to keep that positive vibe going on all the time in my life. And I instilled that in my children. I have 8, well now 7. I lost one of my children, one of my childs, but nevertheless, they're all like that too. They have that good karma, they have that good vibe with themselves.
Good.
And I think it rubbed off on them, and I try to bring them up in the way to where listen, I feel blessed because none of my children, male or female, are in jail. Or had good gazillion children. They're doing good for themselves.
Nice.
They own their homes.
Okay,
They're doing things good. And I feel like I'm a proud father.
That's what. And when I remember you saying, man, what kind of dad am I going to be?
Yeah, because I know I was up here, but I wasn't right. I was right.
You like, sometimes I wasn't together no there.
Yeah, I wasn't back
but
then,
you were like, what kind of dad am I going to be?
Man.
And so now we're talking about all these years later.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your oldest was how old?
32.
32. So we're talking about over this 32 years of parenting.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Are you not? I see you smiling. Yes. Smile about the babies. Yes. And you look at some of the growing pains. Parenting doesn't come with a manual.
Yes, it doesn't. It doesn't.
You know what I mean? But when you step back and be like, okay, growing pain, okay, hiccup, growing pain, success. Growing pain, hiccup, okay, success. Yes. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that, granddad?
Yeah, well, their growing pains are my growing pains as well.
Okay.
And their hiccups are my hiccups as well.
Okay.
So me and my children, we vibe. They can tell me any and everything.
Okay.
About their sexuality, about their boyfriends, about their lifestyle, about school, about whatever they're going through. They can come to me about whatever, and I like that about my children. A lot of kids can't vibe with their parent like that.
Right.
The parent is kind of strict on this level or that level or whatever. With me, they love that about me.
Okay.
And they can't do that with their mom. I don't know why. My oldest children, their mom is kind of a little strict a little bit, but myself, they love that about me.
Okay.
And I love that about that they feel that they can come to me and talk to me about things, especially in this day and time. And with these children, we lost our kids, man.
Yeah.
Our youth are dying by the boatloads, and they kill it for sport these days.
Yeah.
And in Miami, imagine that, a place where it's 90 degrees, 365. And these kids are just truly out there right now, and it's really hard to put your arms around them or grab them and get their attention these days.
Okay.
So I thank God that I didn't have to go through that. Basically, what I'm saying
That's what's up.
with my children.
Yeah, I'm thinking back on it. I'm like, nah, you had a pretty decent bunch.
Yeah.
That's good though,
Yeah.
cause
Yes, it is. It is.
cause baby,
Yeah. Yeah.
I just talking about because the seed though, baby. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No,
man.
but to know that
Yeah.
your liberalness and your openness, you know what I'm saying, and the combined with the you know what I'm saying the structure from the maternal side, you know
Yes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
So whatever good combination that y'all came up with
Yes, it's
has
beautiful.
been
It worked.
beautiful.
It worked.
You know,
It
it
worked.
worked.
It worked.
You know,
You know,
good
and
shit.
it's working.
Is this working? He said
Yeah,
it's working.
too. So and it's not a progress in work. It's working, and then we see the progress, manifesting itself, big time with our children. So I'm really happy. Shout outs to little Rick, who's my oldest, who passed away. If you don't mind me,
No,
shouting him out.
please,
My
please.
son Donarico Raspberry, Precious Raspberry,
Yes.
Nina Raspberry, Tyler Raspberry, Kobe Raspberry, Christian Raspberry.
Go and name them all, Rick. First of all, them baby's last name is Raspberry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
That's a bloodline you cannot confuse.
No doubt,
Your
no
last
doubt.
name Raspberry is Rick your daddy.
Exactly.
How was your brother?
Cordell good, man. He's doing real good.
Okay.
Since the situation when he got shot that one time, we were all
Yeah.
when that situation. He hasn't really been the same Cordell since then.
Okay.
But I think that's a traumatic like PTSD type of thing.
Right.
But he's doing good, man. He's holding it down.
That's
He's holding
okay.
it down, yeah. Cordell's good.
And Carla.
My oldest sister, she's unfortunately she's in assisted living facility.
Okay.
But she's doing well. She's still hanging in there.
Okay.
And I love her to death. She has some medical issues going on, but the family's there to support her 100%.
Indeed.
Yes.
And
Chanel.
Look at me knowing the people's names. I'm like, and Chanel, yes.
Chanel, she got 9 grandchildren. She got 4 kids, 2 boys, 2 girls.
She has 9
Yeah,
grandchildren.
she got 9,
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
She got 9 grandchildren.
Yes, she got a beautiful family.
That is
She
amazing.
beat me.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, and so the raspberry patch is
doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good.
So just to I have to take a quick moment, if you don't mind. And I did get an inbox yesterday. Shout out to Kenyatta. Appreciate you, sis. And she says, my brother-in-law, Rick. I'm like, Rick? Yeah, I know Rick. Sure, no problem. Tell him okay. I called immediately last night.
Yeah, I see.
I was like, let me call right now because
Yeah.
immediate, urgent.
Yeah.
Let's call and see what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then today we connect.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you had to share with me
Yes.
the passing of your mother.
Yes.
First of all, we talked about it briefly, but just in all sense of, so it's for the record, you understand what I'm saying? And probably my sincerest and most heartfelt condolence.
Thank you.
In regards to the passing of that family matriarch for you. I'm sorry that I did not know prior to today.
Yes.
And I love you.
Love you guys too.
And I can only imagine what this phase in the journey has been for you. With the passing of Lil Rick, not even a year ago.
Yeah. Yes, it's hard. Man.
And then now this, and I know how you love your mom.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So can we just celebrate her just a little bit?
Yes.
And talk to me about some of the most beautiful memories you have
yes.
of her. So that my listeners can hear this part and see that. So look how that smile just came right on through. and share some of that little love light that she gave to you with us, please.
Yes, my mommy was a beautiful soul.
Yeah.
She could never do no wrong in my eyes. She was a single mom. She did the best she could with what she had, and she did a great job of raising 4 children. And she loved my poetry. She loved my talents. but she never understood like what I was doing or what she never heard my stuff before. And so one day, you probably remember this, Patrice, because we had Urban Royalty and Royal Rhythm section. We had this big thing at Jamie's,
Yes,
this big party, this big poetry thing.
baby.
And
Yes.
mommy came to that, and she finally got a chance to see her son and what he did and what he's doing in Milwaukee with the poetry scene and the music scene. So she kind of got an understanding of, okay, this guy is like his dad. My father was a musician, back in Michigan City.
Yeah.
I got pictures of my dad, y'all, of him in the back of the Ed Sullivan show, back in Michigan, back in Gary, Indiana, where they were performing, and on the stage they performed with was also Michael Jackson and before they were famous.
Nice.
And all those guys. And I got a picture with Daddy with his band in the back, in the back of the place. But mommy, she was definitely a pioneer. She loved her family. She come from siblings of 16.
Okay.
Mississippi.
Yes, with the 16.
16
Yes.
siblings, back in Mississippi, they was doing it big like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But she's definitely going to be missed, man. And we all think that our parents are going to last forever. We don't think that it's going to be ever going to see something like that. And this is my first time experiencing a death of a loved one so close. First my son, and then my mom. And I think I kind of almost say jinxed myself, but I was saying to myself, I think I was saying it to a friend one time, like, all this death going on around me, man, I'm not gonna knock on wood because I still got all my family members. I never had nobody close die to me. And about 3-4 months later, it started happening in threes, like they say it always do.
Understand.
Yeah. So, but nevertheless, she's gone. She's in a better place. No more pain.
Understood.
She was suffering from, different health issues.
Okay.
She had cancer 3 times. She beat all of that.
Okay, then. Okay.
She beat that. She high blood pressure, diabetes, you name it, man. As a older Black woman, they have those type of sicknesses, and she was beating them all.
Okay.
Snapping back out of it. And unfortunately, her body was just getting. She's 74 years old.
Okay.
So her body just is like, okay, Gloria,
That's enough.
It's enough. Let's go ahead and take this vessel, take this spirit. Go ahead and take the spirit home.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and
I'd
she
love to
did.
see you smiling with that much light in your eyes
Yes,
about it.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? And for that,
Mhm.
I honor you and I thank you.
Thank you so much.
Like genuinely thank you for
Thank
that.
Thank you.
She's your mom was always so amazing to me.
Yes.
So loving.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? No,
Yes.
okay. I'm so sorry. get up here. Okay, I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? But I was always listening to my
She had the southern swag.
And right now,
Mississippi southern swag.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to know her,
Yeah.
like to have experienced her love, I'm thankful for. And then thank you for
Thank you.
sharing that with me and
Yes.
for being able to share her light with our listeners.
Yes,
I
appreciate
graciously
that.
appreciate that.
Thank you.
Are
you
you
for having me.
currently still doing music in Florida?
No, actually, I changed my course of careers. Now I am a certified chef.
Who you cooking for? Somebody let you in the kitchen? Hold on now. Somebody let you in the kitchen?
Yeah, man. Now I'm chopping it up. Now
What?
that's what I do now, and I'm looking forward to getting my master's and my PhD in culinary arts.
And culinary art.
But right now, I'm certified, and that's what I do now.
Oh, you cooking for somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna have a conversation with y'all like Rick not here. Let me put my headphones on so I can pretend that he not here. Okay. First of all, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? I'm gonna lean in. You don't tell no man that's a musician, and he a musician and a poetry. So he write and he play instruments. Okay. Did y'all say Ricky kind of fine? Okay. And now you a chef. Get your ass out of here. Goodbye. Goodbye. You see him come and be like, yeah, I'm a chef.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a musician.
Then they come to one of my shows and they wait.
I thought you were a
too?
musician
And then they
too.
come to see me perform.
And then goodbye, sir. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
And you got 8 kids. I see why.
I see why. Don't play these games. So how was transitioning to Just we talking about relationship building outside
Okay.
of a city
Mhm.
that wasn't yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
First of all,
yeah, for sure.
side note, Rick used to be the manager of the group I sang back in the day. Okay,
Yes.
so very
But true.
very personal, very personable, very good energy. You understand?
Yes.
He always be on that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I know you've never had a problem walking into a room and be like, hey,
Yeah.
we here.
Yes.
You know what
no
I'm
doubt,
saying?
No
So
doubt.
how was that different coming from here
Mhm.
and going there by yourself? Were you just in a
Oh,
good state to be able to do that, or
no, it was hard. It was because
okay?
I had no family there, no friends, no communication with different types of vibes there in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I had to gradually, find where the places at where they perform poetry, where they have open mics, where they have live bands, because I wanted to jump right into that scene. Because mind you, I'm there in 32 years old in college for a scholarship for music.
Right.
I wanted to get into that vibe, and so I had to
Understood.
find it right.
Okay.
Being so older, I should say, versus the little jits 18, 19 years old in college.
Okay.
They put me on a housing unit outside the university.
Okay.
It's the HBCU.
Okay.
So since I was on the outside, I was able to move around a lot.
Okay.
And go to different venues and
Okay.
and find places. So when I started finding those places to go, I just started locking in and introducing myself and letting the band mates know that, listen, I'm a percussionist. The next time you perform, I'd like to sit in one day, and you don't mind. I go and listen to their music, so I know the songs.
Yeah.
I was studying.
Gonna do the work. Do the work. Right. Yes.
So
yes.
then I'm sitting in the audience. Okay, they do this song, they do that song. Oh, I could put this on that. Ooh, I could do that on this. Ooh, that'd be nice with this on that. I'm like, okay, so when I approached them, they said, yeah, bring your stuff on in when you perform next week. And I did. I blew them away. They're like, who you playing with, man? You available?
I know they wasn't expecting it because I could imagine this black man come in and be like, he play percussion. Okay, we'll it's cool. We'll let him come in and see. You know, it's nothing. I love it. They see you. Like, oh, come on, bro. It's cool. You can come with us.
Yeah.
And then they was like, wait a minute. Hey, he went on our team.
Yeah. And then they see my equipment. It's another thing,
Yeah.
You come in with all of these boxing bells and whistles and and they like, okay, this dude is serious.
He got stuff.
Right. He's not just
what he gonna do with the stuff that he got though?
And not knowing that I studied your music already.
Nice.
So I know what songs you playing, like the breaks. I was studying all of that. So I know when they break, I know when they come back in, and
so you like knew they go, you better do it.
I knew it. Right.
You better.
So
yes.
Right. So it was easy for me, but to them they were just like, this dude act like he played with us for the last 5 years, and so I started doing that to a lot of different other bands. I see a band I like, I sit back, I study, I watch, I write the songs down, and then I go watch them 3 or 4 times sometime.
Yeah.
And then when I get comfortable enough, I approach, the leader, the band director, and I tell him who I am, and boom, it happens.
And then it happens.
It's done. Then so now I got a repertoire there now. Everybody know Rick Raspberry is one of the baddest percussionists in South Florida.
What? Let me tell you this real quick.
Yeah.
Like Rick, seriously,
Yeah.
I be so geeked because I don't know no regular people.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like all y'all so phenomenal.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know no regular people. You're like, oh yeah, like get Sean. Listen to what's that baby name? Sean Hinton. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Sean Hinton. He played the guitar player for Jill Scott. You know what I'm saying? And you think about all these different people, Dan Vaughn, Dasha Kelly, Rick Raspberry. Like those are my friends. I know them. Yep. I'm sorry. Hello, I'm over here.
Yeah.
I know them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's I'll be excited about that. You know what I'm saying? It's to hear when you go into a place that you make your mark. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so taking that concept, here's something.
Okay.
So our initial topic was dream building. Okay. And how as an entrepreneur, when you scout and like you just described everything. That's why I want to go here real quick. I'm trying to get them. So as an entrepreneur, people never talk about marketing. figuring out what is needed where.
Mhm.
Okay, they always miss the advertisement part. You know what I'm saying? Studying what needs to happen and
There
who
you
needs
go.
to be where.
Got to do that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do the work, whatever. And
do
you
the
just
work.
showed up like, and from a musician's perspective, I
Yes.
went to the spot, I saw the band, they hot. Let me learn the songs. Let me figure this out. Let me learn the music.
Mhm.
I'm ready. Hey, I'm this and such, and you probably want me to play with you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes. That's exactly how it happened.
But you follow what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like
Yes.
it's a process, the planning, the
Mhm.
structure, the layout, and the details. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yes.
literally,
Yes.
without even having to prompt you was
Yes.
like, and this is what it happens, and this
Yes.
is how you do that. So
Yes.
for them to get a taste of that, I thank you for, you know what I'm
Thank you.
saying, just naturally being able to explain that, because
Yeah.
a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs,
Mhm.
whether it's in industry creative
Mhm.
or in structure, in business,
Yes.
actual, manufacturing, whatever,
Yes.
but never take into consideration the work that comes
You got to
along
put in
with
the
it.
work, man. You have to.
You know what I mean? And
You have to.
clearly you got to
Yeah.
sit. I'm sitting
Yes.
up. Oh, what songs they singing? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, I'll be back next week to see
Mhm.
when y'all play again. I'll be back. See
Mhm.
what y'all. Oh, okay. Well, he played like this. Oh, this a good vibe. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, let me put. And then you go back home and practice it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Based on
Yes,
what you
yes.
remember, not
Mhm.
just what they said, and you
Yeah,
play
I
the
did,
song,
and I
and
did, and I did.
I
You know,
better
I
do
rehearsed it along with myself by playing the music that I know. A lot of them was cover tunes, of course.
Yeah, of course,
You
of
know,
course.
so it's easy to pull up a cover tune and listen to the music. If they don't have percussion in it, where to add percussion in their music.
You better come on.
And when you add the percussion in their music, that they don't have it in their music, and they hear it as professionals and as musicians, they look like, damn, why we never had percussion?
Because it'd be the thing they missing. It's the thing that they missing. And when we're talking about
Yeah,
music, you got to
yeah.
think about it's like
Yeah, man.
it's like missing those little fillers.
Yeah,
That
man.
because the drummer
Yeah.
can do what he do,
Yeah.
but that other little
Yeah.
the carry that
Yeah.
that drive.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You
that
put that
feel in
there.
between there, that little sprinkles, that little
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
like Salt Bay.
Yeah. there you
Hey, Rick out here like Salt Bay with the percussion.
go. Yes.
Do you
yes.
still play at all?
It's been a while since I played back home. Simply because I was into my arts of cooking and
Mhm.
getting the culinary thing under my belt.
Okay.
And with the passing of my son and things, a lot of other personal things going on. I'm still motivated,
Okay.
but as far as performing with bands, they still reach out to me. You know, they still got me under their belt. You know, they
Mhm.
reach out to me all the time. Raspberry, you good, man? Just let us know when you're ready to to come back on stage, man. We always got a spot for you.
For sure.
So but as far as me pursuing it, I haven't been there in about 3 or 4 years
Okay.
pursuing it professionally. Like
Okay.
performing, I should say.
Okay. But we
Yeah.
performing in the kitchen then, right?
Yeah. I always perform in the
What
kitchen.
what is that? What is this happening?
Uh-huh.
Like what is like? Let's talk about this food, because a
Yeah.
good Easter no is my thing. Okay, baby, look, like okay, so like you making like fancy foods or just really good like home meals, like we got a cultural twist. Like tell me
No,
what you.
I'm trying to do it all right
Okay.
now because I'm in a place where the Caribbean is a big influence.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of seafood dishes and a lot of things like that is very culturalized in Florida.
Okay.
As far as from my perspective, from my race, as far as stuff that we grew up eating,
Mm-hmm.
those were my mom recipes. So I like her recipes as well.
That's nice.
But yeah, but as far as the stuff that I'm doing, I'm just trying to learn as much as I possibly can
Okay.
in the culinary field, and it's fun.
So what's your favorite part of it? Like, is it chopping? Is it like the mixing? Is it making sauces? Like, what's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite part is plating. You know,
Really, the presentation.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah, because I know my food is good. So I know the food is going to be.
I'm okay. Then.
I know the
food is good.
I
He
know the
said,
food is
my
going
food
to. I
is
know the
good.
food is going to be good. So to have your food on the plate and take a picture of it. I wish I had my phone so I could show you guys some of the things I was doing.
I need it. So what's up? Do you have an Instagram? Can I see some? Are you building a social media on this? I want to see everything.
And that's what I'm working on now.
Okay.
I would love to have my style. Plus I'm working on something on South Beach. I'm trying to have a kitchen there outside and cook, make things right there on the beach and have people taste and as they're walking by and a lot of fancy things going on. And plus, I want to have my tank tops on and the muscles, but I gotta get in the gym before I can make that happen.
I ain't saying nothing because I know y'all can't see me. If you are listening to blowradio.com, but if you watching it on any of the social media, then you saw my face. And I was finna say all of the BS. Mama, be quiet and let him just live in his moment.
Exactly right. But yeah,
I'm just okay.
Yeah.
Do you mind if we say how old you are?
I'm 53 years old. Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all remember what I had said? Y'all remember what I had said earlier when I said I was whispering? So I'm gonna be quiet.
Yes.
Kiva said, "What is your signature dish, sir?"
Actually, I don't have a signature dish yet. Not yet.
Okay, so you're working on one?
Yes.
Do you have a certain food that you prefer to work with? I know you do seafood. Your food is good.
I like Jamaican dishes.
You like Jamaican? Okay.
Yeah, curries and things like that.
Yes.
I like the spices.
Mm.
I like working with different spices from different countries. But right now, I don't really have a signature yet because, I'm not new at it. I've been doing it for like 3 years now.
Okay.
But I haven't really put my signature on anything yet.
Okay.
So, but I'm working on it.
But you started. You've been cooking for a long time.
Yeah.
But like actually professionally laying things out and working on plating. So you got the rest. You got the meal down. Now I want to make it look as good as it tastes. Is where you're focusing on.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. So with that being the case, if we was like, okay, Rick, get to the kitchen and go on and hook something up, what would you make?
What will I make for you? Oh my gosh, I like filet mignons.
Okay,
that's one of my favorites. I don't know how you like your steaks.
Okay, depending.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like yours rare, don't you?
Mid rare.
Mid. Okay, I'm surprised.
I like the blood.
I'm surprised. I just
that's the
like
best tasting of it,
I know that's what you say.
Yeah,
okay.
Best tasting. You cook it well done, and it's too tough to cut and all that. But
well, I don't necessarily like it well. I like it in between.
Yeah.
So more than medium well, and less, more cooked than medium rare, and less than medium well.
You like the meat, the pink, the meat is pink, not
I don't need to drip blood. I need to be right. It's a real smooth transition between there because then it's just perfectly tender. Yes. Is it? I know that's really weird. It's perfectly tender, right between there.
It's kind of hard. It's not hard to get it that way.
Yep, you got to watch it. It'll go either too far or not enough. Yep, it's right there, right in the middle. Be like, did you see the juices? Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes. What's your favorite? Hey, Beatrice, how you doing? Glad to have you join us, Mama. What's your favorite side dish?
Favorite side dish, as far as
anything,
desserts or
it don't matter. We'll get to desserts. The side dish.
My favorite side dish.
Something to complement this steak.
Oh, just complement the steak. I was always got to be broccoli.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like broccoli?
I like steamed broccoli.
Okay.
With my steak.
Okay. Do you do something special to it, or you just put base steam? It's just
salt, pepper, steam, butter. That's it. Plain.
Nice and simple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my preference.
That's your preference for you. Of course.
But if anybody wanted, they want something different with it, just let me know and I can make that happen. It's no problem.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Okay. So, dessert.
Oh,
you like desserts apparently.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Raspberry shortcake.
I'm gonna be quiet. I was about to say something else again. I'm gonna just be quiet.
No, strawberry shortcake is my favorite dessert.
Really, when you make it with raspberries, I
make it with raspberries.
I bet you do.
I don't make it with strawberries. I make it with raspberries.
Do you work with whipped cream or with chocolate?
Yeah, I like to make everything from scratch.
Thank you.
Yeah, so when I'm making a pie or a cake of something like that, everything is coming straight from scratch.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you. Yeah. Me and your auntie upstairs we be having this conversation. Yeah. I'd be like, "You want a cake? I ain't gonna be able to make it out the box." Yeah. And she was like, "What? I mean, is this real quick?" Okay. No, but this cake and this cake do not taste the same. Totally different anymore. Like I don't know when I started doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I know the difference now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Buttercream or whipped cream? I said.
Buttercream.
Why buttercream?
It's the smoothness of it.
Okay.
The smoothness and the sweetness of it. I like that. But
what's is buttercream or whipped cream?
No whipped cream. The whipped cream is too artificial for me.
Okay.
I like call that butter fondue.
Okay.
You know, butter fondue with the this is not on anything you bake.
Right.
You know, you put this in stuff like eggs or oatmeal
Mm-hmm.
to give it that nice creamy
Okay.
texture.
Y'all, did y'all
You know,
catch that? Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having
Yes.
your eggs and your oatmeal stuff really just kind of dry it up, that fondue really puts it together. It's nothing but
What's it?
milk,
September,
butter.
October,
Yeah.
January, February, March.
Mhm.
So in about 6 months,
Yes.
where will you be in your culinary career?
Um, as far as
I mean, you said you're working towards becoming a
getting
master.
my master's, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's going to take about another year or so.
another year or so.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so in
I
about a
got my
year you'll
associates. I'm
be
just trying to get my master's, then go to the next level.
okay, and then you'll be ready for
Then I'll
that.
be.
See, I'm counting them out because one of us got a birthday that's coming.
Oh,
And
I see
before
what you
then,
said.
so
Yes,
I'm
yes.
thinking,
Okay.
and this Miami happens to be one of my favorite places in the world to visit.
Okay.
I just wanted to say
Oh,
that.
you got to come on through.
Like I be losing my stuff, and I be like, it's a little spot on Collins Avenue,
Okay.
it's a little cafe. I think it's like they got like one of those little shops where you get to buy T-shirts and all that stuff in there, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But inside of there,
Mhm.
it's a cafe, it's a
Mhm.
bakery in
Mhm.
the back, and they make these full ass fresh bread sandwiches.
Mhm.
I'm like, did you cut the cow up in the back?
Is it Cuban sandwiches? Yeah, man. That's very popular back home. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah,
Like
they
I was
are.
I remember one weekend we was there, and that's all I ate
Mhm.
was the same sandwich. I
Same
went and got to
sandwich.
kept going. But he was like, "Was you going to eat it?" No,
But
that
you
and
didn't have one right
I'm
there.
going to eat this sandwich right here. That's all. As a matter of fact, I want you to wrap it up and sit it on the side, and I'm gonna be back to put it in the refrigerator. No. Let it sit there. I'll be back to get it. It was good like that
Yeah,
type of
I can
good.
imagine. Yeah.
Like the next morning, good.
Mhm. Yes.
I was about to say.
I was trying to find a good place to go to down here and here some visiting somewhere that I can go to get something.
Let
Some
me
good.
fix my face. What you want to eat? Let me
So,
fry because some good eats
I'm
here.
looking for some good barbecue.
Some good barbecue.
Some good, like not. I'm talking about some barbecue, not no stuff they put in the oven and put barbecue sauce on. I'm talking about like the person with the grill on the back
Okay,
back wall.
I know
Yeah.
a couple of them people.
Yeah, yeah.
I know a couple of those folks.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
looking for
I'm
something
gonna
like that.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna help get you right one time.
Yes,
Cause
need that.
I know some
I
of
need
those
that.
people. Like I got some people that do some barbecuing.
Yeah, yeah. I need
Hey
that.
you
I need that. I
you
need that in my
mind?
life right now.
Okay, let's see if they're in here. Could you handle that, please?
Yeah.
I think so. Barbecue. Yeah, it's a
Yes.
couple good places.
Mhm.
Of course, I'm gonna shout out Ashley's because he the man. Like the spot is on 15th and Center. But he got a new place called Q's.
Mhm.
It's over here in this whirlwind. It could be. Don't hurt yourself. And I have no insurance. Okay. What is it called? He got a new spot called Q's on King Drive.
Okay.
Which is the old Ponderosa.
Okay.
Okay. But right off of Center, and it's been a minute
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
but it's called Q's. Of
Okay.
course, there is Ashley's on 15th.
Mhm.
And then aside from that,
Mhm.
of course, Jervell Williams and Mr. Barbecue.
Mhm.
That's my joint. You know what I'm saying? You can chase that and chase that. You can have this. Yeah, have that. Yeah, have that. It's a little swallow in there. Have it. Have that and the wine. Whatever you like. Those two are of course if you're talking about basis places it's already established. I'm gonna hold it. Go ahead. Tony's. Yep, pull it up. It's court.
Tony's.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about
Tony's
Tony
is-
Neal already.
No,
I would
that's
say Tony
DJ
Neal-
Tony Neal, and
Tony
he is
Neal
in
got a-
Florida.
I would say he got a barbecue spot down there.
No, he don't. No, he does not. DJ Tony Neal is in Florida doing DJ stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
we ran into each other a couple times down there. The last time I saw him, he was with his wife and one of his children at this place called Ginger Bay.
Mhm.
It's a Jamaican restaurant. They have a lot of live music and poetry and things like that. It's the last
Okay.
time I seen Tony. He's doing pretty good.
Yeah, there's a Core DJ retreat coming up soon, so they'll be
Okay.
planning for that. Down south
Okay.
barbecue.
Okay.
I hate that you're gonna miss the rooftop poetry happening on Thursday, and you're leaving Wednesday.
That day is
It's Thursday night, and I
the 15th, huh?
it is on the it's every Thursday.
And that's the day I'm flying up out of here.
Is
too,
it?
you know what I mean?
Is it?
Oh,
Ah,
man.
I'm just saying. Let's talk to the
I'm
people.
like, yeah, I'm gonna have to
And
talk-
about get
I'm-
get an extra day. We'll talk about it when we get off here. Get an extra day. Talk to the people.
I think I'm gonna have to do something
And
about that, man.
I
for
I
real.
would love that. If you stay and go,
Yeah.
I will go. I have
Yeah.
not been yet, but I only my homegirls and them go.
Okay.
But if you stay,
Mhm.
we going. Have you
Okay.
seen Choir or any of them since you been here?
I called Kwabena yesterday. I didn't get an answer. And I was, looking for those guys. I'm see how they doing. I know there's a place that I heard that they run or they have this place on Fond du Lac. It's like used to be the bank. It's like all these different stores.
Oh,
on the
you're talking about the
inside.
Sherman Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah. I went
what-
the last time I was here when I was here for my son's funeral. My friend Vita took me there,
Mhm.
and it was really nice up in there. Man.
Yeah,
I
the
love
Sherman
it.
Phoenix is
Yeah.
a beautiful,
It is.
beautiful
I
location.
love that place. Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk about all the ownerships and all the stuff off of here,
Okay.
and
No
who
doubt.
be wearing what. Okay, I
Okay.
got you off here.
Okay. That's what's up.
Okay, but, off here. But
yes.
they are usually at Garfield's 502. I think it's called. I think is it Garfield? Y'all listen, Garfield. I think it's Garfield.
Anything going on
But
tonight?
there was I don't know. I'm gonna find out for you.
Okay.
Now, that's what I'm saying. I remember I just found out you was here yesterday. I'm gonna tell you where to go and where to be. You know what I'm saying? And who to be around. Where to get barbecue. Those are the places though. Like it's some spots. Like there is a barbecue truck that's usually on 76th Street. I hear that they are really good.
Okay.
My homeboy swears by them. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the people that I swear by. I rode to South Milwaukee to get some of Mr. Barbecue's barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you where? He's on Lake Drive on on the way.
Mm-hmm.
South Milwaukee, about a half an hour drive. Man.
South?
He wasn't there.
Oh,
he's not there constantly. He's in his truck and he move around.
Okay.
But I'm gonna find out where he is.
For sure.
But Q's is on King Drive. So I'm gonna show you where to get some good barbecue. I don't know if you remember 7 and all of those cats, whatever, but they have a restaurant on King Drive too. I got you. You don't talk about no food, baby. This is what I do. I be like, look, let me and all of the people on. I'm gonna show you where all who got the goods, or whatever the case may be. If Tamara and them from Delicious Bites have foods, I would if they had some available, I would plug you with them. Also, Anomaly Catering.
Okay. I would like to go get some of this stuff and go back to Miami and plug them on the radio too.
I got you.
Plug them.
I
plug their
got
spot
you.
so when they
that's what
come
I'm talking
there,
about. So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out how long it's gonna take you before we get to this next phase of culinary genius and we get this paid there, because you already know I'd be like, we're coming to Miami.
No doubt, man.
You understand what I gather from folks and be like, y'all want to go to Miami? Let's go to Miami. I got a spot down there. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
I would love to open up me a little. My thing, like you say, dreams and things like that. I want to have a sandwich shop. I want to have a shop where I serve sandwiches from all over the world, different types, like German, American, Spanish, Middle Eastern.
Let me find out if one of y'all show up with a sandwich shop from all over the world. I know what day this broadcast, and I can check to see who watched the show. Just so we clear. We talked about NDAs earlier today. We talked about that and confidentiality agreements. That's enough info, Rick, right, to fight somebody.
Okay, because
you were like you like a sandwich shop from shops over the world. Okay,
exactly. That's what it'd be.
Okay, look,
sandwich of the world.
Look, okay.
Yeah,
to fight them ourselves together. I'm just saying. So I look. I'm gonna tell you.
Yes.
When I learned about from California to Florida though, so we've been to both places.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yes.
We always talk about the sun rising in the east and sets in the west, right? So when we talk about the California sunset and how beautiful it was, whatever the case may be, I'm gonna tell you how I never have experienced anything more beautiful than the sun coming up off the Florida coast.
Oh, it's beautiful. It really is.
I was like,
it really is.
Full in tears, like, what is this magic?
I spent a night on one of those lifeguard housing that they sit on.
Yeah.
I spent the night on one of those just to watch it.
Just to watch it.
And when the sunrise, and it was right around this turtle season, so you see these massive tortoise coming out the ocean to lay their eggs, and then the sun was coming up, and you got, as far as your eyes can see, you got these big, gigantic, huge tortoise coming out
Digging holes in the
digging
sand.
holes in the sand. It was a really beautiful scene, man.
I could
really was.
imagine, dude.
You know, and me, you know, I'm looking around. I'm gonna take one of those eggs.
I'm so glad you
Well,
didn't.
it's a felony.
Did you take
No,
the egg?
it's a felony.
Thank
back
you
there.
for not doing it. You like, I'm so glad
I
you
have
didn't.
one in my backyard. Like, this boy got a tortoise in his backyard, y'all, in the swimming pool. That's a Rick
That's
Raspberry
that's
moment.
such a Rick Raspberry moment.
Yeah,
He was like, you know, it's me. I wanted the egg. Yes, yes.
Man, you go to jail for 5 years for doing that type of
Are you
crime, man.
serious?
Yeah, it's very, very. Because they're endangered, man.
Okay.
So, you know, you can't mess
Well,
with
yeah.
that.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
Let's not.
Yeah,
Rick,
I know.
put the damn put the turtle back. Put the turtle back.
Put the turtle back, Rick.
Put the turtle.
Put the turtle back in the water, Rick. Stop it. But yeah, man, that was me. I just love nature like that, man.
So-
But yeah, to watch something like that is very, very interesting too. And plus, you got to be careful. You know, you wake up, man, in the morning, and you got a swimming pool in your backyard, and you got a 12-foot alligator at your back door. You know, stuff like that you got to watch out for. You walking your dog along your little canal, and next thing you know, you and your dog being pulled in the canal because the alligator just snatched him and took him under. So you got to be really careful with stuff like
Oh, that's so awful.
It was
Hey,
just-
Rick. Look, hey, Rick.
Yeah, right. You know, for real though.
I
You wake up,
know,
man,
that's
and
so
you know,
terrible.
you wake up and you got one at your front door. You know, you about to get ready to go off to work, and you got to run back in and call the authorities because you know you got a 15-foot crocodile sitting on your front door. So you got those kind of things you got to be careful with. That's all.
So you say that's all?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
That's all.
This 15-foot
Yeah,
alligator crocodile outside the door
You get
coming to
used
have you. Get used to
it.
that.
Yeah,
No.
you get used to it.
Is there ever a thing to be used to that?
No, it's not.
No. No. And they say no. No.
Hey,
No.
but that's the cost of living in Florida, man.
Indeed.
Living in paradise, you know.
Would you change anything about it?
About living there.
About the transition, the move?
Yes, I would have. I would have completed my music degree. The reason why I went there for.
Okay.
But things happened that unfortunately didn't allow me to do that.
Okay.
You know, very, very disturbing situations.
Okay.
That was really, really foul. With the principal of the university.
Okay.
It was bad, man. I mean, I just put it this way, and I'll leave it alone. The president of the university sexually assaulted my wife,
Mm.
and it was a big deal. She was about to go on TV, and
Right.
the university was going to be shut down or down if we would have pursued things.
Right.
So when that happened, it put a bad taste in my mouth
Understood.
from getting a degree from the university, and it's a HBCU on top
Okay,
of it.
understood.
You know? Yeah, you know. So after that, I kind of lost it as far as getting that degree from that.
From specifically supporting
speci-
that university. I understand.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. And then I had the babies. You know, I had 2 girls, and I just said, you know, forget college for a minute, and just started being a father.
Okay.
You know, and then you know I went back after a while and put myself through to get my culinary
Mhm.
degrees, and here I am now.
And here you are now.
Yes.
Okay. So as we get ready to, I know they like, you be on till 4, not today, bitches. Okay, but as we get ready to wrap up, like just a 50 plus years of life,
Mhm,
okay,
mhm,
and a full range of just experiences.
mhm.
Like if you just take a quick hot moment and think about when you were younger, all the things that we've come through, things we've grown through,
Yes.
work, life experiences, the good, the bad, the indifferent. You get what I'm saying? And to now, you know what I mean? Think about the man that you are now and the things that you've come through and learned. Um, if you could share a jewel or 2 or 5, it's up to you, with my listeners. I'd love them to hear male perspective because it's a woman-based show because it's a woman show.
Yes.
But to hear from men about life and turmoils and trials and successes, what would you leave them with?
Well, what I will leave them with is, you know, every day is a struggle, you know, and no matter what you're going through in life, if you just sit down and don't do anything and just let life take you and just gobble you up, you're not going to ever succeed to be anything. So, in my opinion, you got to keep fighting, man. You got to keep standing up. If life kick throw you down, get back up, just keep doing it again. That's what I had to do. And as you keep living, and you see your mistakes and you fix your mistakes, and you have a good, strong family, a value of support. That's the main thing. Your support from your family. If you got your support of your family backing you on things that you're trying to accomplish,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's just simple life. A lot of people I see, probably some of your listeners probably listening to us, and you know saying, okay, been there, done that, been there. But everybody have their own initial way of handling their life's unexpectancies. And for me, mine was just keep pushing on, man. I had to. I have no family in Florida. It's just me, so I had to, you know, keep pulling up my pants and keep them built tight, so that's all I had to do, man. I wasn't really being fancy with it. I was just taking it one day at a time. Really. That's all I was doing it. Yeah, nothing special, nothing that nobody people they ask these questions to certain people. They try to come up with all these extravagant things. It's nothing extravagant about it. It's just live it one day at a time, man, and just have a made up mind, determination. Period. If you have that, and you have a good family background, and you got your kids and your people behind your back, the sky's the limit. So that's how I'm dealing with mine, and it's a beautiful thing. I lived to see 53 years, and
Right.
I have a beautiful family, beautiful grandchildren, and I'm loving life. I get a chance to see you again and the family,
What?
and I'm
Nice.
really, really excited about being here. And thank you for inviting me to your show. And um, I would love to be here again someday.
Whenever we have the ability to do some streaming,
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to set up a camera. And you have to do a cooking thing one
Yeah,
time
that's what
on
I'm
the
talking about.
thing. We got
That's
a
what
whole stream.
I'm
I
trying to do
got
that
it. We're
on
gonna get
South
you
Beach,
live
man.
right here. Say less.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's
Say
what I'm trying to make
less.
that happen.
You already know if there's anything that I can do on this end
Yes,
to
for
help
sure. For sure.
facilitate
For
that.
sure.
You already know.
For sure, I know.
I got some people down in Miami. Don't tell
Okay.
nobody. I know some
Yeah.
folks.
Good.
Look,
Good.
look at me knowing people in the round. I know a couple people down there. Yeah, no, holler at you real quick.
Good. Let's
Um,
make it happen.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
My heart breaks for the reason that you're here,
Yes.
but to see you shining, and even through that,
Yes.
to see that glow, because that was her nickname. You know what
Glow.
I'm saying?
That's
All
right.
over you.
That was glow.
You get what I'm saying?
Gloria.
Yeah. To see it all
Love
over
it.
you.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes. It
You get
is.
what I'm saying? And um
She's gonna
yeah.
be missed, man.
Listen, she missed now.
Yeah,
She
it's
missed now.
definitely gonna take some really
Excuse me.
long,
Sorry about that.
long nights and days, man, to get past this whole both of the deaths in my family, But
Mhm.
as long as I got family to deal with that,
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Indeed.
We'll be fine.
Oh, and
Family be fine.
without question.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I'm already knowing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know the foundation you come from.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know what you're made of.
Yes.
And I know that it seems like nothing has been this great.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And these as you come across into these trials or whatever, but you have overcome some amazing obstacles.
Yes.
You
Yes.
get what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying?
Yeah.
And this is nothing that you have to quote unquote overcome.
Mhm.
Just get through.
Yeah, for sure. And I will.
You
I
feel what
will.
I'm saying? No doubt. No
Family
doubt.
strong.
For sure. I
Yeah.
like that.
No
Family
doubt.
strong. See, that's why I love shirts. I told you that's a whole. If y'all still at 2, I know where y'all got it from. I be saying stuff like that because we were just talking about
Yeah.
entrepreneur and copyright and stuff like that or whatever. People like, you got to understand these type of things. You say something down to the universe, be like, I'm still in it. Like
Next thing you know, you see it.
then you see it. Like what's the name? Forrest Gump when he was running.
Yeah.
When he was running, he said shit happens, and he said, got a shirt. Have a nice day. Really?
It came out. Yeah.
And
So-
then now you got a whole thing and somebody for somebody else. You get what I'm saying?
And they're making millions on it. So,
Still.
Exactly.
Exactly.
To this day.
To this day. Exactly. So I'm looking forward to visiting you out of
Yes.
town.
Yes.
Sharing some of these culinary trades up this way with some folks that,
Yes.
couldn't make you connected here. And then I'm looking forward to your first R&R event. You do?
R&R,
Yeah,
right?
I do. You know, I
Not
do.
relaxation. That's totally
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look,
No
you
doubt.
first R&R event.
No
You get
doubt.
what I'm saying? You see how that look? I be doing my little marketing thing. I can see it R&R. You know what I'm saying? That's be so fly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know some folks that's into wellness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
A couple, 2,
That's
3,
what's up.
10 people.
For sure.
That a good meal, good opportunity. You know Ozara Day, don't you? Ozara Day, Sister Monica. Do you remember that name?
I don't remember.
We'll talk about that off air too.
Okay.
Bam! Look at it just happened. Look at that, just roll right onto your lap. Look at that.
Yeah.
Y'all see that? Y'all see it right there? That's a dope idea right there. Yeah. I'm gonna get that to y'all. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here. I do have an appointment that I need to rush off to. But I want to thank you guys for being so amazing as you always have. Thank you for spending your Monday with me, because you could be anywhere else. But why would you want to do that? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. BlowRadio.com is the place to be for hip hop and R&B. Plus, if you're looking for some like great conversation, why else go? Why go anywhere else? Shout out to JustPatrice. Shout out to Kiva. Shout out to Martinez. I am an entrepreneur in the building. Ty King, K Pieces in the building. Ship Crystal, that will be Crystal. Ship in the building. Nicole, the original classic shop is in the building. Lisa Mueller, Lawrence Andrew, listen. Through with my bag. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Tone Deaf, the pod of the pods of the pods. Tamara White from Delicious Bites is in the building. And of course, my homegirl, Lorena Star Marie and Tina Renee Sam. Thank y'all for hanging out with us today. Thank you for showing me love as you continue to do. Stay tuned for September 22nd. Yes, that you can check out Trex Sanders' full album review right here on BlowRadio.com with the infamous Homer Blow himself. In addition to that, stay tuned for my books will be opening soon, and I want all of y'all to come and get some of this work because Treese got hands, and believe that. JPA Elevated is definitely in the building. I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for your time, your compassion, your concern, and your love. And until next week, holla.
Adiós mío, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. So take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just